So I'm glad that you find it helpful. And we took a little break for a week or two, or a couple of weeks of YouTube, but we're back at it again. So yes.
Lola, refinance is always better. Yeah, and then to each his own. I like the refinance as opposed to the HELOC. But again, there's no wrong answer, right? You're taking out the funds. The wrong answer would be to take it out and then go buy a boat, which kind of, if you want to do, hey, that's your life. But what I was just doing is buying more income properties so that those income properties can buy the boat or the toys or whatever you're into, the trips. What do you think about investing in the stock market? I don't invest in the stock market. I've thought about it a couple times. I've talked to Mel about it, just putting some money into like a Tesla or Apple, but we have some money in Bitcoin. But yeah, real estate's our baby, right?
Yes, love it. I'm 20-year-old and I'm a real estate investor, and I'm stuck. And what are you stuck with? Is it the cash? Is it the strategies? Is it the knowledge, the resources? Where are you stuck? So start off with that. Identify where you're stuck. We can go from there.
Yeah. Hello from France. How are you doing? We are good. We are good.
Is it a good time to invest in the market right now?
We are.
Yeah, we are. And that's the thing, right? It's not this, we're not just, saying do this or don't do that. We're actively purchasing. In 2021, we closed on 119 apartments.
2020.
Sorry, 2020. Yes, 2020. We're in 2021 this year.
I know.
And this year, we purchased an 8-plex. We just closed on 2 duplexes. If you go to Instagram stories,
2 commercials.
You'll be able to see that. And
2 commercial units.
2 commercial units, and we have.
Yeah, actually, if you go on our Instagram story, you'll see.
They're not the prettiest.
No, and what's funny is that.
But that's a good point. And that's why we wanted to show. It's not necessarily the most beautiful buildings out there that makes sense. We have some beautiful buildings that you look at them and you go, wow. But we also have some buildings that you go, ew.
Yeah.
Not because, and I shouldn't say ew, but they're underperforming, and that's the purpose.
They just haven't come to fruition yet.
Yeah.
But that's what we do, right?
And we'll beautify them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you go to the Instagram story, you'll see, because it was Mel. I talked to Mel about buying a Lamborghini, and I wanted also these 2 commercial buildings. And Mel had jokingly said ultimatum, one or the other.
I wasn't joking though. Because you wanted this sports car, whatever, whether it's a Lambo or whatever car.
I said Lambo.
You say Lambo, but
I like the Audi R8s.
You got to fit in them, right? So that's what everybody keeps.
The...
we got a lot of messages on Instagram after last time you posted that story saying
what?
Notify Dave that he may not fit.
We'll see. But
it'll just be a tiny little squeeze.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it was. I could have bought a Lambo if I wanted to. It wasn't an ultimatum. Yeah, I'm just joking. I'm bugging now. But so I decided to buy the buildings instead, and you'll see they're rough. They're underperforming, but we're going to make them nice. We're going to get them up to standard, and then we're going to refinance, and that'll pay for the car. But probably not. We'll just buy more buildings instead. See, like a nice car is something that's nice for me. Or if you bought a nice car, it's something that's nice for you. But because we have kids and we have a family, like I'd rather buy a nice boat that we can all go out on, or I'd rather buy a cottage.
And it's funny because we have always said, like, don't go buy a boat, buy properties, income-producing properties. But now we've been in real estate for quite a few years. We have over 200 apartments or units, and now we're okay. Well, now let's maybe buy a family boat because we have our cottage and we're spending a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Not this weekend, it was a little chilly, so we wanted to just stay home.
Yeah, it's Lambo Urus, so that's an SUV. I guess that could be for everyone. But anyway, yeah, so let's get I'm 20 right now. I think I have enough for a down payment. Should I house hack? Yeah, and house hacking, just so people know, so that is boat eng 000 or 000. House hacking is basically, let's say if I bought a house, so let's say Mel and I bought a house, and we rented out the basement to make money. That would be house hacking. So anything that you're living in and then you're also renting to someone else and making income is basically house hacking. If you have an apartment and you rent out a room, that's house hacking. So yeah, I agree. So boat eng house hacking, if I could go back and I started out, I would have rented out rooms. I would have rented out my basement. Because again, if you think about it, you're kind of getting your feet wet in real estate with the landlord and tenant act and all that kind of stuff. And you're also helping pay your bills. You're helping pay for the mortgage or pay for the rent, whatever your situation is. So just do your due diligence. Make sure that you know who you're renting to, because you don't want to have nightmares, right? And then especially you don't want to have nightmares in the place that you're living, even on top of it, right? So it sucks to have we have a video on that actually on YouTube, a hell tenant. But imagine having a hell tenant that actually lives right next door to you. That would be even worse. So yeah, I would definitely do it. Well, do your due diligence.
Yes, of course.
My lawyer would want me to say, do your due diligence.
We're missing a lot of questions and comments on here, but
which one is that? That's TikTok, right?
That's TikTok.
Is Insta?
Yes.
Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, I don't see the questions. There you go. Okay, the questions are there. Cool. We'll get back to you.
Being inspired by them. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep the comments good here, guys.
Yes.
Mel can get any car she wants. Dave, no. Wow, Lola.
How
old are you guys, by the way? I'll be 30. I'm 34. And Mel can say whatever she wants. Whatever. I buy a place. I buy a place.
I'm older than Dave.
I buy a place in 2019, but I want to invest property and don't know where to start. And it's scary. What's the thing to do? I bought a place in 2019. So did you already buy a place? And if you did, how's it performing? Like, are you having good luck with it? Is it a well-performing asset? What city is best to invest in where houses are cheap? Typically, northern places are cheaper. Type thing, but again, there's different types of markets all over the place. Do you guys have your real estate license? No,
we get that question probably once daily, and you definitely don't need it. If you do, hey, good for you, but we decided not to get ours.
You get tax advantages in Canada than in the US. The only real there's a lot of differences, but like in an overall general speaking, the tax system is fairly common there between Canada and the States. The really big thing that sticks out is the 1031 exchange. We don't have that, right? So what is the 1031 exchange? And a very, very quick explanation is basically, let's say you sell an asset. Typically you would pay capital gains, right? Whereas the 1031 in the States, you get to use that. If you use that money to purchase another income property within a certain set amount of time, you basically don't have to pay capital gains. So as long as you keep kicking that can down the road, you don't have to pay capital gains. But when you do, let's say if you don't do it, then it's gonna go all the way back to when you first started, and then you're gonna get hit with a major tax bill. So it's kind of like if you are going to do it, once you start it, you could basically never let it happen, because then you're just gonna pay so much taxes.
Can you please provide your Instagram? It's not on TikTok. Okay, yes, the link on TikTok is my YouTube. On Instagram, it's Investor Mel and Dave. Just go on.
Computer's
just
low.
go on.
Charger.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, that went down really quickly. It was at 30. See, that's why my battery's always low. It just goes down really quickly, Dave. On Instagram, Investor Mel and Dave as well. Oh, someone's at the door. I think it's the guys that were cleaning our yard. You're looking a lovely couple. Oh, thank you. We have our Blue Jays attire on, or at least I have my cap on. Good day, sir. Hello, I'm Charles. I'm stuck on finding deals and raising capital. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure to be working with an investor-focused agent and also finding off-market deals as well. So, Kimikins? Oh, thank you, honey. So yes, find off-market deals and work with investor focus as well. So, I mean, and let people know that what you're doing. Let people know that you're looking for properties, that you're buying properties. So they provide you with some deals, and it can be just as simple as what we're doing right now. We're live. We're letting people know, we're investors, and we may attract some deals that way as well. Here, let me put my charger on here. I thought it would have had a little longer than this. All right, there we go. Hi, Mel and Dave. Hello. Cynthia, hey, how's it going? You're part of the Action family as well, I believe. Great to see you. What are your thoughts in investing in multi-units in Quebec? Hey, I'm not against any province. There's different areas that have pros and cons, so know the regulations. But I know a lot of people who are investing in Quebec and they're making a lot of money. So make sure to find the right properties. Make sure that you have your exit strategy if you're going to be using creative financing as well. Karen, hey, how's it going? Another action family. Look at all you action takers coming on here this Sunday morning / afternoon. Oh, it's okay. So we've been doing this and we love it. We've been getting delivery from Walmart for a lot of our groceries, and it's so easy and it's so nice because at nighttime we're all home and we can, ask the kids, what do you want for lunch or dinner? And we've been doing a lot of that. Yes, you are. Okay, awesome. I recognize the picture. I'm like, oh, okay, so small, but I did recognize you guys. Yeah, so we've been getting delivery and it's so practical. So I guess I can see Amy helping out Dave there with all the groceries, and it's so practical because it can just drop it off. You can pick a time when you're home and you get to pick and choose. And so far it's been really good, and it's cost effective, and we don't have to worry about going out for groceries. So anyhow, if some people have been thinking about it, I do like it. I do recommend it. We've been doing a lot of that, right? Because you can't, even for my daughter, there's just so much, unfortunately, here in Ontario, we're in lockdown again, so we can't go out shopping for anything. So online has been absolutely a reality. Already read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, yes, that's a great book. Any books worth reading you guys recommend? Do this. Read some on mindset as well, because real estate books are awesome and it's going to give you some strategies and whatnot. But what I find often is lacking is the right mindset behind it. People think they want to do it, but then fear sets in, or it's never the perfect time, or they get hesitant on it. So books like The Secret is awesome. 10X changed my life as well, and enabled me to think big, to not be afraid of taking action, to set huge, massive goals. When people were telling me, like, that's crazy. Why do you want to buy 10 properties before you're 40? That was a few years back. Well, because I just knew I wanted to. I wanted to create that freedom for myself and for my kids, spend more time with them. And it enables you to think bigger and set those big goals. Because once you have big goals, then you're going to take action. And it's fun, right? When your work is your passion. Yeah, so that's what I would suggest is reading those ones. I own 2 properties. One is on a break even. Tenants are paying for the mortgage and other expenses, and the other is our 2,000 on shortfall after all expenses. I'm not sure if I should sell it. Oh, I'm beholding. You might have to sell it. I mean, typically, yeah, you should be cash flowing, because otherwise, how are you going to pay for your repairs when a tenant moves out and you have to get the place repainted, or there's damaged flooring, or there's a leak? So you should be cash flow positive, unless you're in a financial situation where you're really counting on appreciation. So if you're in a hotter market, cash flowing, especially cash flowing a lot, might be difficult. I am from North Bay, Chief Disco Panda. Hello. We are from North Bay. Look at that. We have a great guy at Starbucks. We always go to Starbucks together in the morning, grab a coffee, and he recognized us from TikTok as well. Small world, eh? With it being a seller market, it's hard to find a good deal. There's people paying more than they should. What do you recommend? I recommend keep looking. I mean, we're finding deals in the States, across Canada, in our city. So just keep looking at a lot of deals. The more deals you look at, the better. Work with an investor-focused agent. Don't give up on those kind of deals. I know it's hot right now. Yeah, you don't want to overbid unless the deal makes sense. I mean, have I spent a little bit more on some properties than I probably could have? Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I had a huge lift from it. So, okay, I maybe spend an extra 20, but who cares? I'm going to make an extra 150, so it doesn't matter. So it kind of depends on the deal, but you want to make sure you do your ratios on it. You want to make sure that it makes sense. And you also want to make sure that you calculate different interest rates, right? The reality is interest rates won't always stay as low as they currently are. So right now we've been staying in our city. just because it kind of just happened that way. It always was good prices. And then our 3 kids are here, and we started off doing our own property management, and then we opened up our property management company. And it just kind of, Dave's coming back. He's at the door. We're getting a delivery, some food delivery. So he's coming back. So you'll be able to see him as well. You lived in one of your, okay, so you were one of our tenants. That's awesome. You lived in one of our properties. Awesome. Amazing. Small world. We're in North Bay, Ontario. So yeah, but we are looking in different areas. We are looking different places in the States. I know they've been looking in BC in different areas as well that we're exploring, building our team and all that. And we're in the middle of setting up our LLCs and our business structure and all that for the States as well, because we definitely want to buy there too. You guys are great, always providing so much info and value of your time. Thank you. We love this. We love doing this. You know what, if we can help a couple of people that weren't able to do this, or at least get the mindset or the motivation, because if you love real estate, or if you're an entrepreneur and you are meant to be an entrepreneur, 9 to 5 just won't work for you. You know, and that's just kind of the reality, is that, you know, it's one of those that 9 to 5, if you're meant to be an entrepreneur, you're just not going to feel happy about being there. And I know I had that feeling every Sunday. I dreaded Mondays. Like, what a way to live. What a way to live, to dread Monday. And I don't know if any of you feel that way, but that's not, in my opinion, a way to live. Should not be to dread Monday. You should love your job. You should be excited to get up to work. And if you're not, then you need to find another job or create your own job, because you should be excited. And I remember being off on vacation, and be so fun, of course, and 2 weeks off with my family. But then the last 2-3 days, I remember getting that anxiety and that pressure, you know, of I don't want to stay there forever. And, you know, I just wasn't enjoying going back to work, and I'm going to have to do this and do that. And anyhow, real estate changed my life. I was able to quit my job in my 30s. And Dave was a full-time firefighter, and he was the same. We were talking about that this morning. We took a drive, and he was saying the same thing, that, hey, like, usually if I would have been working right now, I wouldn't be with you guys for the next 24 hours. And now we get to, you know, we're doing a little live here, but this afternoon we have the games. We're planning with the kids, and going to be spending all day as a family and all that kind of stuff as well. So lived in one of the crappier apartments on McIntyre. Well, there you go. When he went to Canada. Yes, I have lots of questions between all the platforms. So, and I'm trying to think which one. McIntyre. We had one on Worthington, and that one was really bad. Like, when we bought it, the outside looked awful. And it was the ugliest property on the street, hands down. And if ever in North Bay, if you remember, if you're still in North Bay, it was a blue, and the paint chip was all coming off. It was awful. It looked awful. Anyhow, we redid it last year. They put all new porches. I think they replaced some of the windows. They put new siding. Anyhow, it looks really good. Now I'm trying to think which McIntyre one. Dave, which building do we own on McIntyre?
We own 3 of them.
Okay. We have the accounting one, right? I'm thinking the right street. Accounting.
The accounting?
Yeah, we have one of our older tenants on here. They recognize.
We have the one on McIntyre Street East.
Sure. Merci, babe.
So we have a triplex.
Isn't she good? She said, want me to put things away. She has a broken arm. Isn't she sweet?
Yes, and I just discovered something. Just I'll give everyone a tidbit. Anyway, so yeah, we have the triplex on McIntyre Street East. We have our office building which is 3 units on Mac West, and then right beside us is a 5-plex on McIntyre West.
Which one was the first one you mentioned?
The triplex. Where's the person?
Okay.
Yeah. So listen to this. It's interesting because we get our groceries delivered. I went on Walmart and did a delivery through them.
You missed it. I already settled that.
But here's what's interesting, because
Okay.
it saves us time, right? But the lady was saying, is everything okay? Because she delivered last time. I said, yeah, everything's good. She's like, everything was okay last time. I'm thinking, how could it go wrong? I ordered groceries and you delivered them right at my door, and I fed my family. Like, it went pretty good, right? It was pretty easy. So I said, yeah, what are you talking about? She said, yeah, you only paid me $12. And it was like a $500 or $600 order. And I said, okay. She said, I said, I don't even know how I pay you. I said, I just go on Walmart and I order groceries. Like, you know, when you go skip the dishes, there's a tip. Like, there's not even it's just you pay your order and you're done. And she's like, yeah, I know. I spent like an hour and a half and you paid me $12. And I was like, what? I said, doesn't Walmart pay you? Doesn't Walmart do the groceries and then give it to a third party to bring here? She said, no. I said, I did your groceries for an hour and a half. I drove them here with my gas and you paid me $12. And I said, what? I'm so lost. So I guess there's an app. I miss My Thai Palace. That's one of my favorite, other than our tenants. They're my favorite store restaurants. But anyway, what was I saying? Is I said, well, I go on Walmart, and then she's like, yeah, well, I go through this app, and you weren't answering me back. I sent you a bunch. I said, I got none of that. Like, it's all through Walmart. So she does all this work. Like, you know,
and she came back again?
Well, she just delivered more food to us.
Oh, and she trusted that.
No, but I talked to her. I said, I don't know understand what you're saying about getting paid. And I said, isn't Walmart paying? Like, I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand how it's working. I ordered through them, and then
that's what I thought too.
The food shows up on my door. She's like, no, I'm the one who. Anyway, so they only
contract out.
They contract out, so they don't even get their own employees to do the groceries. Like, you know, if you order from Canadian Tire or Staples, they get their employees. I thought so.
Wow.
And then they only paid her $13 for all those groceries. For $600 of groceries. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through Walmart anymore. I'm gonna go through this app she told me so that I can actually tip her and give her amounts.
Did you give her money?
I just got her email. I'm gonna send her $50 or whatever. But yeah, no. So anyway, if you're ordering directly from the store, just know that the people that are delivering it might be getting. Well,
I've seen some other people before on social media saying, "Hey, I love Walmart. It's been great for delivery." I wonder if they're doing the same thing because I had no idea.
Walmart is Walmart got $600 worth of groceries and paid someone $13 to do an hour and a half of groceries. Because we were at $600. Like, there's a lot of an hour and a half of going around, plus taking their vehicle, their maintenance, their gas to deliver the groceries. I know.
Oh, so she's in negative. She was in negative. We'll make up for it.
Yeah, I know we'll make up for it. But now we're not going to go through that anymore. So anyway, just food for thought, guys. If you're ordering, just maybe do some homework because that poor lady didn't get paid for that.
And thank goodness we were home and
she would just think we're cheapos and we never want to pay her for anything. And
I'm surprised she even took this order. And maybe she didn't have a choice, but I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to go back to that house. Not worth my time. All right. Well, there we go. There's our non-real estate investing tip.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Recommend Money People deal by Steve and Fix and Flip by Mark. I don't know what the question was. Thanks for the info. Quebec investing. Anything you recommend to be aware of as an Ontarian? Oh, about Quebec investing, I would say honestly, and we learned this through our Action family members and through doing some research, is honestly Chile D18. Quebec has very strict tenant laws. And what do I mean by that? Whereas let's say in Ontario, let's say tenant A moves out of property number 1, I can increase the rent to whatever I want, right? Because it's been vacated legally and I can increase it to market rent. If they were paying $500, basically you can ask as much rent as the market can bear. I can charge $2,000. If someone's willing to rent it at $2,000, cool, right? But in Quebec, it's very, very structured. Like if someone moves out at $500 and you want to increase it, you need to prove why you're increasing it. And just to kind of quick and dirty on that, what you need to do is like through renovations and different things like that, you need to be able to justify. Because if those new tenants move in and they find out, hey, this guy was paying $5,000, I'm paying $2,000, and they bring you to the board, you could be in trouble. So, is there a game today? Yes. What time is it? Noon. In 1 hour, the Jays are going to sweep the Atlanta Braves. 3-0 is my hope. Yeah, but anyway, let's go Jays go. I agree. What's the best way to find investors that would sell on contract to start out? So yeah, seller financing. And that's it. If you guys leave today with anything, I want you guys to know, if you don't ask, you won't know. And what do I mean by that is, if you and just leave it there. I'll do it later. It's okay? Yeah. I still want to do it. Yeah, Amy, you chillax. I'll do it. I enjoy putting stuff away. So I know where everything is. But honestly, ask for seller financing and owner financing. Don't be shy. Again, you're not. That's a good idea. Yeah, 100%. You're not you're not ripping them off. And people think that like, oh, I need to slide this by them, sell their financing. No. You're doing them a favor. You're helping them. You're helping them with their taxes. You're helping them sell their asset. You're helping them with their exit strategy and their not exit, but also their like when you plan your estate estate planning. Is that the word I'm looking for? But yeah, you're helping them with their estate planning as well. So honestly, think about, what do you think of modern flat roof on homes? I like it. I like flat roofs more and more. The other thing I think with that is, don't be afraid to ask. Again, you're also doing them a favor as much as they're doing you a favor. You're helping them with all that stuff. You're helping them with their investment. You're helping them with their capital gains, all that stuff I said. Estate planning, yeah. Estate strategy, estate, I can't think, it's going to bug me. But you're helping them with that. So again, look at it in that. Go in this situation when I'm going to help you with owner financing. And they're going to say, I'm going to help you with financing, right? So
I love the little muscle sign. I just saw it there. And it reminds me of Mary. Mary's our virtual assistant. She's awesome. She's from Mexico. And anytime I ask her that, like, hey, Mary, can you do this? Or can you please do this? And she's like, yes, of course. And she always does a little muscle sign. She's just so cute.
See, this is the lady I'm going to pay her.
She's sending you a bunch of hearts. Is there anything I need to worry about? Shut up, I'm not lying. Well, hide the number.
Hide the number.
Yeah, maybe hide the number. Maybe don't show them.
I know. They're sending me a bunch of Laura or Lisa or Leslie.
There we go. Well, you made her day now that she was able to.
Well, I'm happy to know it.
Connect with her.
Are you guys at the new workout gym? No, we're at our house right now. But yeah, have you guys seen our stories in that? The new gym is up and running. We almost have too much space, which I like, because now we're going to buy some other stuff.
I want to start doing drills, though.
Yeah, no, we will. Is there a basic contract that you use? Honestly, I get the lawyers to do it. Get the lawyers. Again, are you going to have to pay some money? Yes. But real estate, and this is something as a real estate investor. So I kind of got like my shoulder to like. But anyway, but as a real estate investor.
Poor Mel.
Geez, yeah, poor Mel. All right. But yeah, what was I going to say? As a real estate investor, I wouldn't be cheap on things like that, like contracts and these are things that one mistake can cost you tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, right? Real estate is not just a $50 thing. You're dealing with big money. You're dealing with big banks. You're dealing with big problems. So I wouldn't cheap out, guys. Honestly, that's why we get the pros to do it.
You guys ever deal with wholesale real estate? Did you answer that earlier? Would you guys suggest that for someone with little wholesale? Would you guys suggest that for someone with little to no capital, not the greatest credit? Yeah, it could be a great way to create some additional cash for yourself. Absolutely, Michael. I would definitely consider that. It's just a nice way when you have no money. That's a great way. House hacking is a great way to get started as well. If you don't have a lot of funds, it's just a great way to get that extra money.
Yes. And Tia's part of the Action family. I hope you were part of the live earlier because we answered a bunch of your questions, and I was hoping that you were there. So if you didn't see it, go in the Action family Facebook. And you'll see we answered like 2 or 3 of your questions.
Yes, we did a surprise live for the Action
surprise live
family.
today. But I love your questions.
But
you just
recorded
joined.
And you can watch it.
100%.
So, yes.
And if you have questions on the questions on the answers, don't hesitate to ask. Thoughts on rental income versus crowdfunding with a site like Fundrise? I'd rather real estate investing, to be honest with you. Like the crowdfunding, yes, I have looked at it. I've looked at borrowing from it as well. Actually, you know what? Let me talk to me stuff.
We're open. Any JVs you see that you're open for? We don't do joint venture partners. We're kind of the opposite.
Let's talk about crowdfunding tomorrow. I've got some questions for you. My financial controller, I've got an idea.
We love solely owning, and that's something that everyone told us that we were not able to grow our portfolio unless we had joint venture partners, and
they were wrong.
And they were wrong because, as some of you already know, some of those regulars following us. But I also know we have some people who are fairly new to us. But no, we solely own all our properties. Yes. So we purchased 12 properties in less than 12 months. That was 56 units solely owned that year.
2012.
Side hustle. We were working full time that year. So this is doable if you're thinking, but I have kids. We have 3 kids when we were working full time and still able to do this.
Yes.
And we're continuing to grow. So no, we're not open to JVs just because. Because we know that we're able to grow on our own, and then we get to keep 100% of the cash flow of the appreciation and the equity. So that's not something that we're currently doing. Who knows down the road? You never know where life will take you. But for now, and again, nothing against it. I have a lot of our action takers who like doing that, and they're growing that way, and that's awesome. So
but just know that there's other options.
Exactly. Just know your options and choose what is right for you. So we're not against it. Again, we have some people that do it, and I have a lot of my friends. I have one of our friends that was able to retire from doing
Quit
it
his
that
job,
one.
yeah. What I was going to say, Mel,
yes.
What I was going to say is, imagine, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And when we were starting out, everyone told us you have to do it this way. It's the only way to scale, right? Like, seriously, everyone was telling us that. Imagine we listened. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. We could have done it, whatever. If you want to do it, that's fine. But if we just listened to what everyone else was saying.
Yes, but anybody that knows Dave Dupree knows that when somebody tells you this can't be done, that you say, challenge accepted, and then that you get motivated to find a solution.
Yes, no, I agree. You know what? That's probably why. Yeah, no, yeah, you're probably right.
He can't date Mel.
Challenge accepted. Blah, blah, blah. No problem. Thanks for your answer. Yes, absolutely. What do you think? What do you recommend for the first buyer? I met my mortgage broker already and got pre-approved. Do you recommend me reaching to tons of brokers for my first property or search off market? Both. I would just, if you're looking for your first property, I would just establish, what are you going to do? Like, is it going to be a house that you're going to live in, where it's just a house, or is it going to be just a condo, or just something where there's going to be absolutely no rental income? Is it going to be a multifamily building where you're going to live in one unit and have the other people renting other units? Or is it going to be house hacking where you're renting out a room or a basement to make income? So I would figure that out first. And once you figure that out first, then I would kind of look off market and through realtors as well. Don't limit yourself. If someone's got a good deal, it doesn't matter if it's the seller that's selling it, if it's a realtor that's selling it, if it's a pocket deal that your lawyer knows about, like, it doesn't, I shouldn't say who cares, but who cares where the deal comes from if it's the perfect building for you.
Best ways to real estate. I'm confused on how to get started. Honestly, I mean, and again, this is my personal opinion. I love other people's money because you become limitless when you're doing this. You can buy, once you know how properly and strategically, as many properties as you want, you're able to grow, like we mentioned, about 12 in 2 months. That being said, there's a few things that need to happen. So you do need access to some funds. Although you buy properties using them your own money, you still need some funds for lawyer fees, deposit, non-payment rent. So if you don't have any kind of backup, save up on that. Number two, get educated on it. If you study any highly successful real estate investor, we all have one thing in common. We've all paid for a mentor because it's about return on investment. And I mean, we continue. We spent way over 150,000.
Yeah, we keep saying 150, but it's been that for it's almost like 200 now.
Yeah. And we just recently spent another 25,000 on team building and those kind of things. And again, I'm okay with that because if I tweak a couple of things in my business,
think of how much money it's made us already.
Exactly.
We've I don't want to say a number here,
it cost me money not to invest in a mentor.
Exactly. We've multiplied that so many times.
Yeah.
You know what? I love that you're saying that. If we hadn't have taken that latest training for $25,000, okay? Think of that. That's quarter of $100,000. Yeah. Anyway, you don't know how much $25,000 is.
But that's only for like a 12-week course.
A 12-week course. And that helped us with our overall team. It helped us with our overall efficiency, accuracy, all that stuff. That's our dog, by the way. That's our moose, cow.
Cow sound.
That's our cow dog. So that's what I'm saying. So if we hadn't have taken that, that would actually have costed us. So that $25K that we paid made us money. And that's the thing with mentorship. And again, I'm not going to go too much into a spiel here, is think about mentorship like anything else. When, like, if you're putting money into Bitcoin, you expect a return, right? You expect to make money with it. If you put money in the stock market, you're not doing that to lose money. You're doing it because you want to make money. Same exact thing. You're putting money into your RSP, your mutual fund, your 401k, your Roth IRA, anything like that, you're expecting to get an interest, a rate of return. That's the exact same thing when we end up buying mentorship from other people who are highly more successful in different fields, right? Again, we're real estate investors, we're successful, but this was something non-real estate.
Yeah,
it was
we've
team.
done mindset. We've done, like, there's so many different types of.
And we expect a return.
Exactly.
And we get it.
As long as you take action, you do something.
Getting pumped up here, talking.
And I can see some comments. Are you offering mentorship? Yeah, we have a mentorship. So we're real estate investing experts. That's what we do, and that's what we show: buying properties, using them for our own money, none of your own money, and without joint venture partners. So yeah, if anybody is interested. And you want to find out more about our real estate investing mentoring program, it's called the Action Family Mentoring Program. We're with our mentees for life. We don't expire, and that's the thing. I mean, some of them bought 33 apartments last year. Some bought 52. Some bought 51.
I love it. I love it.
5
They
months.
get the return.
They get the return,
And they should, and they will, and they do. Like,
so how do you connect? Reach out to us through social media. So we are on Instagram, Investor Mel and Dave. Just shoot us a message. TikTok, otherwise Facebook. So any platform, Investor Mel and Dave, we are on all platforms. And reach out to us, and we'll be able to schedule a call with one of our mentorship specialists. They'll be able to tell you all about it. But again, I want to make sure I set you up for success. That's what we do. That's what we specialize in. That means you got to make sure that you do have access to some liquid funds in order for me to set you up for success. So if you don't have that yet, hold off, keep saving some money, reduce your expenses, save up. And once you do, then reach out to us. Action Family, it's just, we call it the Action Family Mentoring Program. And that's essentially where we show you how to buy properties using none of our own money and without joint venture partners. And why is it called the Action Family? We never really had a name for it when we started off. It was just the mentoring program. And then we just saw, I guess the atmosphere truly is like a family, because it's it's a lifetime access, all these different things. Everybody helps each other. And everybody's taking massive action, right? We feature somebody every single week on my Instagram. For those who follow us on Instagram, you'll be able to see all our action takers there.
Yeah, okay, so we're on all 4 platforms right now: Insta, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. If someone wants to come live and do a little chat with us, let us know. Send a request.
Is $30K enough to get started with the mentorship? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's perfect.
I gotta read this. I love the haters. This makes me laugh. If you were so successful, you wouldn't be on TikTok begging. This is us begging, I guess, for money. Your other investors would. I guess we're begging. I didn't know we were begging. We're on TikTok and all social media because we actually love it. We love giving content. We love giving back. Lots of you guys have a great Sunday. See you Wednesday. Oh, I guess we went. Did Insta fall off?
Maybe it was love.
Oh, yes, love.
Love you guys.
You
Thank you. Love you too.
See, for every hater, there's a lover somewhere else. So
exactly.
Anyway, it makes me laugh. The haters make me laugh. What would be the secret of getting a good investment for a startup business? Now, for a startup business, do you mean real estate? Because we're not business coaches. Just to be honest with you, we don't overstep. We're not business coaches. We're real estate investors.
But for a startup business, I'll speak for yourself there. You realize we have multiple businesses, and
yes.
I have 7 years of education in business.
Yes.
You realize that?
But yeah, whatever. Okay.
Okay, so I get a little tip. So how to start it up? Find your passion, do something you're passionate about. Set up a plan. What are the steps? Set out some goals, some long-term goals, and break it down. So what's your business plan? What are you going to accomplish? You want to open up a jewelry store? Okay, awesome. So that's your plan. What are your goals for this year? You want to sell 100 pieces this year. Next year, you want to do 150, and next year, you want to do 300, right? Typically, you can kind of grow like this. It gets easier as you scale.
Yes.
The first year is always a little harder. And then break down your goals. Boom.
Boom.
Dropping bombs. We're on the Dropping Bombs podcast.
Yeah, we're on the Brad Lee podcast.
Yes, on the real Brad Lee. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube.
Do you think that
an
Blue
FHA
Jays fan,
Michael,
100% Blue Jays fan? Do you think an FHA loan for a triplex would be a good idea to get going? Absolutely. Your down payment of 3.5%, 100%. I would do it in a heartbeat. Y'all need to ask before they mute me. No, I'm not going to mute you. I think it's amusing. Keep it coming. Keep the hate coming on TikTok. What's funny is Facebook, it never happens. Instagram sometimes. YouTube, no. But TikTok brings the haters.
But we have a lot of fun. But we still love you guys.
Exactly.
We still show up.
Exactly.
Not everybody.
I love TikTok. It's funny. It's fun.
They're challenging us. Maybe they don't know us
Exactly.
yet.
They don't know
that's
us.
okay.
No, challenge away, have fun. That's the thing is if we did have something to hide, or if we were.
Well, you know what? I get it because there's a lot of scammers out there.
There are. Or people that
say they have stuff and they don't. Like, we're very transparent. All our properties are listed. If you come to our city, you'll see all our signs in our buildings and all that. And we showcase them because we do. But I get that because I see a lot of things as well. And I've heard a lot of people that were scammed. And
we've heard people that we know say, I have this much. And it's like, no, you don't. Or they say, I'm a millionaire. And it's like, no, you're not. or I'm financially free, I know you still have it. Like, no,
Just
you're
because
not.
you bought a building and paid maybe in total all your buildings $1 million, in my opinion, that doesn't make somebody a millionaire.
Me either.
But
me either. But anyway, yeah.
But I won't be a hater.
And that's why I'm scared and just was curious about crowdfunding. You guys are the best. Yeah, no, in crowdfunding, I have, to be honest with you, I have looked at it. We've looked at it to borrow, and that's what I sent our controller a message saying, maybe let's look at that again, because that was something that they were waiting for my taxes last year. Anyway, I have looked at lending out because I was like, I'm curious to see how it is on the other side. And yeah, you get to pick your risk. I haven't done it, so I'm not talking about this from experience. I've just kind of looked at it quickly. Yeah, you get to pick your tolerance, you get to pick the term, all that stuff. You get to see who the different people borrowing money are, and you get to pick. So it is interesting. It's kind of like picking this of the stock market of private entrepreneurs.
And how much is your mentorship? If you're serious about doing this, book a call. That way we can explain. I mean, there's no point giving a price without information to go with it, right? Again, I always say, I never ask anybody how much their mentorship is. I always ask them, how much money am I going to make, right? And that's the kind of thing that's important.
The 25K mentorship that we just signed up for, and that we're just about wrapping up the 12 weeks. Like, honestly, we asked, like, because he was like, he said to us, they said, what was I going to say? They said, you want to know about the price? And it's like, yeah, later. But like, let's talk more about what this is going to give me. Because again, whether it's 25,000, like, and obviously I'm talking, like even if it's $1 million, if it's going to make me 3 million, who cares? So that's kind of the mentality, and that's something. And you know what? And I know that's not who's your favorite Blue Jay? Probably Bichette. Bo.
Pilar.
Yeah, Pilar's not there anymore. And Donaldson, I miss Donaldson. I miss Batista. I miss.
We used to go every year in Toronto. And we'd have those big windows.
And we could yell.
We would yell, and then the girls would and Dave. They would all yell, Pilar, Mel loves you, baby. Yeah. She perked up there. Yeah. So they thought it was pretty funny.
But no, that's the thing. And with being a real estate investor, I just want, when you're looking at a deal, never look at just the purchase price. Never look at just how much interest. It's overall, bigger picture. How's it going to make you? In 30 years from now, are you going to be caring about, that interest rate that you paid for that short period of time? No, you're going to be like, hey, I got an asset for 30 years that cash flowed with none of my own money and infinite return on investment. Yeah.
Someone's asking, how much money can I make? You can make as little or as much as
Real estate Ryan, in the car en route between visits, got to listen to Mel and Dave. I love it.
Awesome. Drive safely, but
yes.
Awesome.
So obviously you're a realtor. Go sell some real estate, Ryan.
Go make it happen.
It's awesome, man. Good for you. Good luck.
Awesome. I mean, you can make a lot of money as a real estate investor. We were both able to quit our full-time jobs, and we both made good money.
We got to do a story about that today or something, because I want to motivate people. Today I woke up, and this happens once in a while. I was back at the fire hall, and I still, in my dream, I used to be a full-time professional firefighter in the city of Ottawa, and then here in North Bay.
Let's do a post on it. Because we do stories, and we don't do posts.
But I want to motivate people, because in my dream I woke up, in my dream. Does that make sense? Like, I'm in the dream. I'm in the dream here.
You woke up from your dream?
No. But in the dream, I'm like,
you're still dreaming it. During your dream?
Oh God, I'm so lost. Okay, my dream was
your story. Can you?
I know, but you're confusing me. So I'm in my dream right now. In my dream, I'm back at the fire. I'm back at the fire hall. I'm back being a firefighter, and I remember thinking, like, what? I thought I quit. Like, I remember thinking, like, oh man, I'm back here. Like that shitty feeling. And then when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it was just a dream. I don't work for anyone. I'm still a real estate investor. So anyway, it's just that nice feeling of being a full-time real estate investor and not having a boss. We're our own boss. Question, but thoughts on U of Ottawa, just because you mentioned work. University of Ottawa? It depends. Again, okay, so good question. You guys are in Ontario, yes, North Bay, Ontario.
Yes, somebody had asked that too. Yeah. I know we're missing a lot of questions.
We're 3 hours
north
of Toronto. So to answer your question, is school, we actually have a full YouTube video. Is school still worth it? Go check it out. And this is going to depend. If you want to be a lawyer, you need law school. If you're going to be a doctor, you need med school. If you're going to be a teacher, you're going to need teacher's college. And that's all fine if that's what you want to do. But if you want to be a real estate investor, you don't need to go to, like, I have a 9-month firefighting, is it a certificate? Yeah, certificate. Yeah, I was a firefighter, but didn't do anything for my real estate investing. I'm not going to go to college or university to be a real estate investor. So just depends on what you want to do.
And I mean, we can say that. I mean, even with the kids, right? The girls are getting older. They're getting closer. Oh my goodness.
If they don't go to college, who cares? If they don't go to university, who cares?
As long as they're doing something or getting educated in a field, depending what they want to do, of course. Get educated. Work with a mentor. Like I'll pay for a mentor. And you might go.
Yes.
But I'll pay for
a mentor. I will pay for a mentor. If she, let's say Caitlin, she's 15, she'll be 16. If she told me I'm going to go to school, I don't know what I want to do yet, I'll take a course, a business, a general course, or hey, I love doing this and I want to get a mentor to help me exceed in this, I'll 100% pay for the mentor over going to school to just have a degree in whatever.
Yes.
All day, every day.
I know. And if it's just know what she wants to do yet.
School teaches you to be an employee typically. I'm in Midland. How do you get down payment without having money? Seller financing, other people's money, secured funds, RSPs or 401k if you're in the States.
Yeah, here's the link for you where we actually break down. So we talked on and off a little bit today about using other people's money and all that.
Excuse me.
So if you haven't checked this out, it's a free masterclass where we show you how to do this, how to buy using of your own money and without joint venture partners. So write this down. It's www.3secretstrategies.com. So www.3secretstrategies.com. If you're not able to write right now, Dave, why are you laughing at me? If you're not able to write right now, just DM us and I'll send you the link after.
The reason I'm laughing is because it's funny. We have YouTube, we have Insta, we have TikTok, and we have Facebook. So I was just, while you were talking, I could see you kept wanting to look where I was looking. So I'd switch and then I'd see you look and then I'd switch and then I'd see you look and then I'd switch and I'd see you look. I'd see you look. I'm just amusing myself here.
Now I want to test it to see if you do the same thing. See, you're doing the same thing.
Can you answer my question? I asked like 3 times. Yes, and we're missing a lot of questions, so don't take it personally. What was your question? D. Nahajara. To give advice on when to sell the property and continue to invest in property like upkeep. Yes, in the mentorship we do show you. We have a whole section. It's sell or refinance. We have a whole section on maintenance, on property management, on taxes, on business structure. I'll show you our exact structure, how to find deals, how to finance them, A to Z. If you do sell, what's your tax going to look like? I'm Canadian looking to buy in the US. Do you guys know how? Yes, absolutely. How can I make money by selling houses to real estate? How can I make money by selling houses to real
estate investors? Okay,
wholesaling.
So wholesaling. If you're not an agent, wholesale. Find a deal. Find an awesome deal. Find me a large, cash flowing, underperforming property.
Where the seller is open to helping financing.
There you go. Somebody listening.
I will pay you to find that deal. If you bring that deal, we'll give you a percentage on the sale price.
Somebody brings me an amazing, large multifamily that's going to make me a lot of money and I can force appreciation. I will pay you very good money for that deal if I buy it.
If I buy it. And if the seller is willing to help with financing, we'll pay you a premium. And if you find us a portfolio, so someone that has a bunch of buildings that is looking to retire and we buy their portfolio, I'll pay you an even bigger premium. So that's how you can make money.
Bro, they keep ignoring my question.
No, it's not bro, it's bruh.
Oh.
Bruh. They keep ignoring my question. See?
You're so gangster. We're not doing it on purpose. There's lots of questions, so we'll try to repost it. We're trying to get as many questions as we can.
Oh, I like this. You guys make rich look so easy. We don't have any money to start. Been there. Raised by a single mom initially who was not making that much money. And
living in a small 2-bedroom apartment full of mouse in it with a drug dealer living next door. So honestly, don't let whatever situation, it wasn't easy. We bought 12 properties in 12 months. Did we get up early?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Did we not watch TV that year?
No, we didn't watch any TV.
Except for kids, right? Movie nights with the kids. So
Disney movies
we did watch.
Oh, what's the one? Yeah, but they're funny. No,
yeah.
They're funny.
So honestly, no. I mean, to change your life, to get to financial freedom, you're gonna have to sacrifice short term, right? It's not forever. Sacrifice short term to live the life you want to live long term. So no, it's not necessarily easy. We worked a couple of jobs to get that extra.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
We sold our brand new vehicle and drove around, downgraded to an old rusty van. Not too many people would want to do that because the ego gets in the way, right? It wasn't fun showing up, like have this nice vehicle for a couple of months and then all of a sudden.
And we lost money. Buy a brand new vehicle off the lot, then sell it 3 months later and tell me if you made money or lost money.
Yes.
We went upside down in that vehicle, but
it's
sense of it.
doable. It's doable and it's scalable, and I think that's the thing.
Take this as positive. Yeah,
Yes.
anyone can do it.
Yes.
Anyone. We've done it. We weren't handed this portfolio, and we had to create it. So you can do it too.
Yes.
Yeah. How do I find a lender to help purchase a property / business? I would start talking to mortgage brokers. Mortgage brokers have access to so many different lending sources. Hi, hey, HS199. What time is it? Jay's game in 30 minutes.
Oh boy.
I've been live for an hour here. Oh my gosh.
We've been live for a long time.
You know what? It's fun because the kids are all playing with each other. They're happy. They love the fact that we're busy. They're like, yes, mom and dad are busy. They're
busy.
Playing in the game room. I can hear them talking, or I can hear them laughing. How are you? I love you.
They're getting a little break from us, because then they know they're stuck with us all afternoon. So
yeah, they're stuck with me yelling at the TV. Get it, hit it.
They scream louder than you. Yeah. I think you just pump them up. Yes. Hello, Del Castillo, Jeffrey. Hey, how's it going? How many properties are you holding? Do you guys have any investments in Toronto? So we have over 200 apartments. I don't even know how many buildings that's now. But over 200 apartments. I don't know, 30 some.
How many buildings do we have now? It was 32 or 33, and then we sold 2, or we're selling 2. Then we're buying another. We bought 2. And then we're buying another one at the end of this month. So I don't know. Well, we have either somewhere between 30 and 34 buildings ish, or 35 ish.
Get the controller to add.
Yeah, and honestly, it's kind of, and we have over 220 something units.
And what's important as well, yes, we have a lot of properties, especially because they're solely owned, right? So it's not like we have a quarter of the profit. We keep all the appreciation, but it really is about. It's not just the number of doors, right? And when we talk goals with our action family, it's not necessarily saying, hey, I want to have X amount of doors. What are you after? I want to be able to quit my full-time job, or I want to be able to spend more time with my kids, or I want to be able to have an extra $50,000 a month income, or whatever it is that you're after. That's what it's really about. So it's not necessarily the amount of doors, because you can own 500 doors, but are you cash flowing from them? Are you cost neutral, cost negative? Are you splitting the profit? Are you in a positive? So yeah.
Mary, we're live on 4 platforms. Please send a voice note back saying hello in Spanish. Hello, everyone in Spanish. I love Mary's accent.
Why don't you say what you usually?
Maria Angel.
And he sings a song to her all the time too. I
love our virtual assistants. They are amazing. They help us so much in our team and our work, everything.
We couldn't do it without them. And that's the thing. People say, how do you guys do it? Like, you work all the time.
We have a massive team.
We have a massive team. We can do what we want. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to come live. But this is fun to us. We enjoy it. We love seeing you guys, and you guys are so great. And we have a great team. And while we're doing this, they're helping out with all the things behind the scenes that's happening. So, and that's important as well. If you want to scale your business, somebody was asking about some business tips earlier. You want to make sure, especially once you grow, at first you might have to put in a lot of your own time, but after a while, okay, boss. That's
our control. Yeah, we got to talk tomorrow about.
He loves calling you boss.
The crowdfunding, yeah.
He never calls me boss.
I'm not going to say it. Anyway, are any of your properties completely paid off? No. Or do you leverage to buy more? Yeah, never. We've never paid off anything, and we probably never will. We like leveraging it. We like taking that debt and making more money and buying more buildings.
And tax benefits as well.
If I have everything paid off, yeah, my income's going to be higher, but then I've got no expenses, and then I'm just going to be making more money to pay it to the government, as opposed to having expenses, taking that money, buying more buildings, making more money, and having more tax write-off. So it's a whole domino effect, and once you start that machine and that engine, it just continues. So no, we don't have anything paid off.
Are we married? Yes, we are.
Yeah, buddy. Mary, she's shy. She read my message, but she doesn't.
The first time I ever asked her to do a video.
Oh, yes.
Because she's a very shy person. She's great, but very shy. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just do a video. And she's like, oh, what? She's warming up her voice.
Awesome.
Wow.
Rest in peace to Toronto having a home team this year. Is it official? I thought they were coming back in June. Please don't tell me that they're going to stay in Florida. Oh, what was that, guys?
Oh, you okay? Okay. So what do I do? Just call a mortgage broker and say, hey, I'd like a building for sale. Come look at it. And if you like it, give me a percentage.
What's that for, Dan?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So what do I just call a mortgage broker and say, hey, are you referring to when I said finding me a building and I'll pay you some good money? Because if that's the case, you just find, look around. If there's an off-market deal somewhere, you see somebody, you hear of an owner wanting to, you know somebody, or you drive around and you see a for sale sign privately, or you're a wholesaler and you find an awesome deal, we're buying larger properties, then yeah, just DM us and say, hey, I have a proposal for you. And, we'll go from there. And if we end up buying it, we've done that before where we paid good money to somebody and I'm okay with that. Again, we're all about win-win. Everything we do, whether it's our private lenders, people who buy from, or people who buy that'll lend us money or anything like that, we want it to be a win-win. So that way, hey, if you can find us a cash flowing property, we'll do it again.
Are you Raptors fans as well? Yeah. I don't watch basketball, but I was pumped when they won.
Yes.
And I love that Justin Bieber has a lyric about it in one of his songs. Get that. No, you're my rock, my Colorado. Get that ring.
Oh, we know you want to sing.
Just like Toronto, meaning the Raptors won. I love it. Mary's ignoring. It's all good. What is your favorite animal? What? Do you deal with a bank that has low interest rate? We deal with a bunch of different institutions. We're not always just looking for interest rates. We're looking to see how convenient they are, if they're open to creative financing. That's more important to me than an interest rate, as long as the deal makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. It's we always think as an investor, you always want to think bigger picture as well. So yes, it's interest rate, of course, but what about bigger picture? How quick can they get it? Are they open to refinances? How long are they keep?
Hola a todos.
Hola a todos.
Hola a todos.
Hola a todos. So that's like in French. Allô à tous.
Oh oui.
À tous? À tous?
À tous. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is very similar. Hola a todos. And in French, say allô à tous. There you go. And in English, it's hello all. That one in Spanish. No, I love when Mary talks. I'm trying to learn Spanish. That's why I get her to show me things.
Yeah, it's great. It's great because we're big on various cultures. We have a lot of team members from various areas, and get to learn a lot about.
I love it. Different cultures. So Mustafa's from India, and then he lived in Dubai. So he tells us different cultures and different things from those places. Tanya's from South Africa, so she teaches us about South African cultures and different things.
Internal stuff, like in our office.
In our office.
Yeah. So.
And then we're French Canadian, and then we have our virtual assistants like Mary in Mexico, and then we have some in Brazil. Oh yeah, our videographer was from Brazil. He had to go back, unfortunately.
Who moved? Matthew. He just moved to.
He moved to South Africa.
Yeah. Jeez, that was.
Oh no! Hola todos. Okay, so hola todos. Hello to all. Or hello to you too, because isn't dos too?
Todos. Okay, there you go. We're getting. Thank you. Hola todos.
Awesome.
All right. I think it's
time. We'll wrap it up. Yeah.
Wow,
25 minutes to the Jays game. How do I find a property to get in a contract? Yes, we have a YouTube video on that.
So guys, if you've enjoyed this or you learned a thing or two, make sure to follow us on. If you're not following us, make sure to follow us now on whichever platform. And head over to the other platform. We have a YouTube channel with tons and tons of videos. So Investor Mel and Dave, or
everywhere.
On
Investor
Instagram, you'll get to see stories behind the scenes. We post new stories there. On TikTok, we have a lot of fun, and you'll get to see Dave jumping on couches and doing trampoline flips and a bunch of things you won't see on any other platform. So make sure to follow us. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate
Buenos
you.
dias. Yes.
Yes.
Gracias.
And again, if you want to find out about that free masterclass on how we bought properties using your own money, just DM us on social media and we'll send you a link. So
yeah, we'll send you a link. And also, actually, you know what? We have a webinar this week.
Oh, yes.
Thursday, we're going live Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be going live for like an hour and a half with you guys, or anyone that's there. You have to pre-register, completely free. We actually break down 4 deals with you. All 4 of them are creative financing. There's 2 of them that are institution first and seller financing down payment. There's one of them that's 100% finance. We'll show you how to do that. And then there's one of them where the owner held a first mortgage, and we had a lady with RRSPs, secured funds, and that's 401k in the States, hold the down payment. So we break down those 4 deals. We break down creative financing, and you'll get to learn a bit more about Mel and I, mindset, which is so important. And then we talk, we actually show you, break down our deals and creative financing.
How do they register, Mr.
What is the link? Oh, yes. I love this link. We have so many different links, but this is one of my favorites. So you have to put www, okay? So www, you have to have the three W's, I love OPM. So I love OPM, other people's money, right? So I love OPM.com. www.
Yeah, so you have to pre-register for that. So www.iloveopm, other people's money,
Hey, Rebecca.
OPM.com. Pre-register will be live for an hour and a half this Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Absolutely.
So make sure to join us. It's a lot of fun, and we take Q&A at the end, and we'll be breaking down some deals to really give you that visual as well. So
absolutely. So Tia, I see you on. We have all 4 platforms here, guys. So I see you on Facebook, Tia. Hopefully, because you're part of the Action family, hopefully you can go back and see the live we did this morning. Answered all your questions. If you have more questions on those answers, don't hesitate. We'd love to answer them.
And I believe Del Castillo is as well, Action family.
Yes, Del Castillo, Jeffrey,
love you both. But we love having you as part of the Action family. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Have a great Sunday as well.
So bye Facebook.
Okay, thank you. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone.
And then, Rebecca just said hi. Rebecca, we're just signing off. We're going to go watch the Blue Jays game. So anyway, thank you so much, Rebecca. Thanks for saying hi. And bye to everyone else. Enjoy your day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, TikTok. And bye, YouTube.